Would really help if I unmuted the mic. So excited, I left the mic muted. Whoopsies. Whoops. Whoops. Well, can't say anything now. I already said it, so I can't repeat it. Oh, well, hope you're really good at reading lips. Oh, man. So, the news is out. There's a bonus refinery coming this weekend. Woo! Okay, I shouldn't be that excited about mining, but it's literally been so long. How long's it been? I don't even think my daughter was born yet. It's been so long. She's 1. Have we even had a bonus refinery this year? I don't even know. It's been so long. But this weekend, Sunday. Phil, I am not a dad at all. Shut your mouth. Actually, I am. 2 times over. Doubly qualified. Let's give some shout outs to everybody who's here in the chat so far. Make sure you share this out with your friends, your family, your baby mama, your baby daddy, and everybody else who might play or like Star Trek. So shout out to, we got some random servers here. 59's in the house. I think I saw 139 is here. 45. You know, a bunch of people that, it's mostly DJ's thing, but there's like 150 people watching already. Like, people saw bonus refinery and like, click, 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 click. Yeah. So, hey, server 28, server 44, US 50, 46, 14, 34, 137, server 9, shout out 27, 57, hey, Kenny, server 28, 56, server 64, hey, Spacey, how you doing, buddy? Another server 38 member, oh my gosh, there's so many of you, 167, oh man, it is crazy, hey, wow, 2 11s back to back. We are getting EU people here today because it's not 1,000,000 degrees at night. 134, 131, 43, shout out 43, 13, 197, 157, 166, 12, server 49, 181, 57, 55, well, 155, 32, 32. I like how the doubles are happening. 47, 180, 181, 13. How about we just shout out every server? Can we, at this point, can we just do that? I'm pretty sure there's not a server that doesn't have somebody that follows me. Woo! 42, 162, 35, 63, 34, 24, 61 again. Oh, man. Like, here's how long it's been for a bonus refinery, y'all. I'll actually have to go in my items menu. Like, this is how long it's been that Rev Deuce has got millions saved up. I'm not kidding you. Come on. Let's take a trip. Look at my raws. Look at my raws. I've got millions. You know how bad it is when Rev Deuce has millions? I don't even like mining like that. Like, me and mining aren't close like that. Floating fuzz. That is just, that is so cool. Bob says over 4 million each raw. That's awesome. I know that my numbers aren't big. You know, I realize that this is not big to some of y'all out there. But y'all know that I don't go out and just mine a lot. I don't. I get my dailies done and that's it. for me to have accumulated almost 3 million ore and over 2 million crystal, I'm basically a million gas, where I do not mine gas. The only gas I get is by cycling in my dailies. I don't ever mine gas. So all the gas I have is what I get from my daily turn-in with my dual faction between Romulan and Klingon. So for me to have amassed this, we have had a long time since the bonus refinery. So it's finally coming back. And what better day to do it? Where honestly, yes, we had our screw ups today. At the end of the day though, they've worked it all out. This is just, they screwed up the uncommon ticket events, but then they gave you the tickets you were missing. And now they said that because they had the research medals and the Apex trophies, everybody's getting both. So not only did they fix mistakes that happened with the launch of an event, then they've gone and doubled down and be like, look, and I am taking credit for this one. I'm just going to let y'all know. RevDeuce is taking credit for this one. It was, Thomas is here. Was it 2 days ago, Thomas, we were in the live stream? Was it 2 days ago? I think it was 2 days ago. We were in the live stream, and the players are like, we need a bonus refinery. Please bug the devs about it. And if you were in the Twitch stream the other day, please let me know what it was. Dim says the 7th. I think that's right. We were in the 7th, and we were talking about the game, and we were talking about, things that were upcoming. And everybody's like, look, we need a bonus refinery. We haven't had one in so long. So basically, I was forced by the Twitch community to reach out to devs right then and there. And I did. That night, we messaged them, and then we actually got a very positive response in that they would have a meeting about it. And they said they'd have a meeting about it the next day, which would have been yesterday, so it makes sense now. And then they said today, they actually just told me literally, 15 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm sorry, 17 minutes ago. I had to go live immediately. Bonus refinery this weekend for G2, G3, and G4. Also, I don't want to overlook this, but there's more good news. Are you ready for more good news? Are you ready for more good news? Is anybody ready for more good news? Are you ready for more good news? Okay, the other good news. Now, this isn't as big as a bonus refinery for most of you, but one of the other complaints that I had and Ripper had in DJ's podcast is that if you buy a Meridian, there's a double purchase lock. So you have to buy the ship and buy warp locks for a second ship. So if you want to have 2 Meridians, you have to make 2 purchases, right? Everybody following? Here's what they've done. When the Riker Week event store comes around next week, they're putting the interlocks, both of them, the interlock and the regulator, in the event store next week. So if you've purchased a Meridian and you're free to play grinding your Meridian through the month, not only will you get them through the missions, now you're going to be able to get the event store. So if you want 2 Meridians, you can buy one and get one free to play, and you'll have 2 Meridians that you can upgrade. 2! So they removed one of the paywalls. What is going on? Is this even the same company? I think Scopely got bought out. I think somebody bought Scopely out. This isn't who we know. This isn't who we've come to love and hate. All this niceness, I don't know what to feel. I feel conflicting emotions. What is going on? I don't know what to say. Like, today, full on shill hat. Yeah, full on shill hat. Yeah, this is insane. We've got fixes, and they cover the fixes saying, hey, my bad, here's free stuff. Then bonus refinery, then removing a paywall to one of the ships. So find whatever negative thing that you have about the game right now and save it until Monday. As of now, this weekend is a complaint-free weekend for me. Right now, it's a complaint-free weekend. Bob, no, you do not get extra refines with 2 Meridians. You just get to mine ISO at a ridiculously high rate. Victor says this is the soften us for future mess-ups. Hey, I'm not going to go soft on them. We're going to continue to bug them. And Josiah, the bonus refinery is this weekend. John says, what is a bonus refinery? So, great question. For if you are new to the game, and I know many of you are, a bonus refinery is a refinery that comes around where you have guaranteed uncommon and rare, and you're able to pull in large quantities. So if you've been saving up You know, if you got millions of resources, you can pull in very, very large quantities in the bonus refinery, and you're only going to be guaranteed uncommons and rares. There will be no commons. And yes, Dragon, the refinery is for G2, G3, and G4. So all 3 refined types are getting a bonus refinery, and it's lasting this weekend. So we're getting it this weekend. Now, the only thing I don't know is if it's a 24 or 48 hour one. I did not ask. I was literally too excited. But no matter what, you are getting a full-on refinery that you will be able to hopefully get 100, 200, however many uncommon you end up getting extra will be freaking great. And yes, Infernal, I announced this on my Discord earlier, and they announced in the official Discord. If you, for the Apex Trophy mix-up earlier, you will be getting both Apex Trophies and the tokens. You'll be getting both of them. So everybody will get both in a chest to make up for it. So, yeah, this is it's a good start. Will it be G4 for Ops 39? DL, no, I believe it will not be. I will be able to answer you this weekend. I'm actually not sure, to be completely honest with you. I don't know. How about that? It might be. I honestly don't know. I don't know. And James says, my daughter downloaded the game today. Pray for my soul. I will. I will pray for her soul. Dim says it could be a 3-day. Also, I don't know. I'm literally not lying to you. I got told this 17, 18 minutes ago, and I jumped on to spread the good news. To spread the good news. Now, for those who were in the 40s asking about parts, the last time they ran this refinery, did it include the parts refinery? I wasn't high enough to see that then. I honestly don't remember. Craig is saying that he doesn't think so. He's, I think Craig's 44. Hey, Disturbed Alpha, how you doing, buddy? Revis Federation. Hey, Revis Klingon, don't you dare disrespect me like that. Don't you disrespect me. Could you ask the dev about G4 so Ops 39 can start mining? I will shoot them a message. However, they literally were going into a meeting. I might not hear by the end of the stream, but I'll send them a message right now. How about that? So if I just ignore, look like I'm looking at the computer, that's because I'm sending the message. Do you know if it will include the ship parts refinery and will level 39 have the 4-star refinery as well? Thank you again. Everyone is extremely happy and they all love you even though they don't know who you are. Bam! Can we all agree that the dev who greenlighted this, y'all love the dev who greenlighted the bonus refinery? Shout out to Mike Prime for hitting me with that $7 super chat. Greatly appreciate it. If you do want to support the show, PayPal, great way to do it if you want to do that. Not required, but definitely appreciate it. But if y'all love the dev who is giving us this bonus refinery and who greenlighted it, if y'all want to put a little love in the chat, I'll send it to them. I'll send it to them. Valter says those interlocks for the Meridian, how do you get those when you are free to play? So 2 ways. If you get a Meridian, you will have a set of missions that will give you a first set, and they're adding the warp interlock and the regulator to the event store for the Riker event store. Now you will have to determine, do I want to spend my stuff on Riker or Meridian parts? But if you get the Meridian for free at the end of the month, a mission set will give you the parts that you need. If you need a second set of parts for a second Meridian, then you're going to want to buy them in the event store. So that's, and I want to make sure we were clear on that. I'll even make a standalone video to talk about that. So Chris says, what are those? So just like the Franklin has warp interlocks that they're level locks, so you can't progress and max out your Franklin until you get to certain levels. That's how the Meridian works. And its locks are at 34 and 39. So you need 2 parts. One's a warp interlock, one's a regulator. So you'll get those 2 parts in missions, but how do you source those outside of that? So now they're adding a way to source those if you have a second Meridian, or if you will end up having a second Meridian. I love how James is like, I don't care if we get a bonus refinery. Seething annoyance, no matter what. Stay consistent, baby. Appreciate it. Wow, David says I want to have that Dev's baby. Oh wow, there you go. Thanks everybody. Slagdar says I won't have the missions for interlocks until 34th. No, you get the mission as soon as you get the Meridian. It's just you have to be a certain level to start and access the mission. Does that make sense? You remember how the Franklin one would work, where you got to be a certain level before you could turn in the mission and get the part? Oh, snap, Ice Glow. You better be careful with that. You better be careful. I mean, it's a dev announcement, so surely they have no problem with that. It's a dev announcement. They're the ones that told us. We got to announce it before anybody. That's exciting. This is a Rev Deuce exclusive. It started with Rev Deuce fighting for y'all on Twitch and getting this to happen, and it ended with us getting a bonus Refinery. Oh, Zoomer says, I've only gotten one of the free tickets today instead of two. Should I put in a CS ticket? So refresh your client. You should have gotten a second set of tickets in your store. If you did not, yes, put it in a customer support ticket. Yeah, Omar's correct. They require you getting to Ops 34 and Ops 39, and that is all. So the missions will apply as soon as you get the Meridian. Nicholas, the Meridian skin gives you an extra refinery in your ISO store. It's like if I come down here to territory, I've already turned in today, but you'd get an extra refinery option in each of these three. Now it's a pretty high option, but the thing with the Meridian is you can mine a lot. I mean, you can easily mine millions in a day, depending on where your Meridian's at. So there you go. That's what those skin will give you, which I think is a nice skin. I think that's a pretty good value in terms of skins that provide something. DL says this is making me want to get a second Meridian. So, isn't it crazy when Scopely does nice things, people want to pay money? What is this concept? What is this insane concept this is? Hey, No One Shall. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, man? I'm excited. I got to break some news, and it's great news. It's not bad news. This is actually good news. Are you aware of the mistake of providing a Nemesis? Come on. We don't talk about good problems. Shut up. And he says it was going away for the free one only, but yeah, now thinking about buying one. I'll be honest, if I'm a company, I love to see these type of comments. This is great. This is nuts. So, just a reminder how that's going to work. So, I just want to push. Everybody will get the Meridian for free if you complete the Battle Pass. So we'll put the Battle Pass up in the background. So what this is doing is they're providing the interlocks for if you buy a second one. That way you'll have it next week in the Riker event store. So if you progress through your Battle Pass for free, you will eventually get the Meridian at milestone 20. So you'll get the missions and you'll be able to unlock it and go through it. If you want a second, however, they're providing the parts, the warp interlock, so you don't have to be, have a tier 9 Meridian and a tier 4 you can't go above. So this way, everybody can have 2 Meridians, fully leveled up, fully mining ISO as much as you want. Dusty says, I'm tempted to buy one to have 2, just not sure. It's up to y'all. I never tell y'all to buy something, and thank you, Ori. But I will say when something has value, now that they're providing the warp interlock for a second one, there's value in having 2 Meridians. If you only had like a level 1 Meridian and a level 9 one, it wouldn't make any sense. But if they're providing you the option to have both, then yeah, there's value in purchasing that if that's what you want to do. Yeah, No One Shall is definitely a whale. So 5 Meridians would make sense for him. Definitely would. Yeah. Drag says, I don't know if it's worth buying if you don't own territory. Keep in mind, Dragon, even if you don't own territory, you can still mine the ISO 1. Now, do you need 2? Once again, don't know. Nemesis, no, we don't have an update yet on the OPC increase. If you check my video from yesterday where we had a dev Q&A video, the dev said they'd have a meeting about it in, I think, 2 weeks from now. So we won't have an update on that for quite some time. If there is an update, I will, of course, pass along if it comes to me first. Sometimes DJ has some great stuff to announce live first. Sometimes I get it. Sometimes No One Shall gets it. Make sure you're paying attention to your content creators because we try to give you the most up-to-date, fun information as possible. Oh, wow. Ori says, I used to be a whale. I got wizened up. Well, as long as you don't spend outside your means and you're having fun in the game, that's what's important. Will they do anything for the ones that bought the ship already? Well, DJ, that's exactly what they are doing. So once again, DJ, if you bought the ship already, you've already got the mission, DJ, for the warp interlocks, correct? So that mission is for one ship. So what they're doing is you're going to get another Meridian. So you're going to end up with 2 if you've already bought one. They're giving you a way to get the second set of interlocks for free. Previously, you would have to have gone and bought more interlocks. So remember how like Franklin A's work. You had to go buy more interlocks to put them on the ship. This is giving you the ability to have 2 maxed out Meridians. And thank you, Kevin. I was surprised the mission doesn't show up until 34. Usually it stays there until it's there. But anyway, you'll have a mission for the Meridian where you get the interlock at 34 and then you'll get the regulator at 39 or vice versa. I'm blanking on which one it is. So now you have the option to have 2 of those. Alex. Hey, some people like multiple Franklins. Andrew says the only thing you've ever told people to buy was a shakedown cruise. Yeah, I mean, I probably broke down and said buy that. But I mean, things like Prime Officers, Shakedown Cruise, North Star for early level players, those have value if you are a spender. This also has some value because Isogen is an important part of the game. Kenny, as of now, and no one shouts here so he can confirm, the Meridian is not scrappable. We have that pulled up in the KMA. By the way, we'll give a shout out to John W, who just sent a $5 donation in Venmo. Appreciate that, buddy. Greatly appreciate it as we try to increase this house fund. But that does not have a scrap value at the moment. Now, I can confirm that because we have the information stored in the Kelvin Memorial Archive. But let me make sure real quick. Let me see if it's scrappable. No scrap. Yeah, thank you. ISO is the most important resource. It is extremely important. Most important, that's always going to be up for debate. We got a bonus refinery tomorrow because everybody needs uncommon ore, crystal, gas, etc. And speaking of, we need to reset this node because I'm mining for today's event. And Alex, I'm with you. I think the Vidar is a great ISO miner. In fact, y'all been watching me pirate ISO for the past few days. But at the same time, I'll gladly still mine it if I can have a Meridian. Ooh, man, all this excitement's got me going crazy. If y'all got questions about this process, please hit me up and ask while we're here. If you're watching also, there's 330 of y'all. Hit that like button while you're here. That helps out. Did mention to you to refine your node. Well, thank you, Spacey. I must have missed that. There's a lot of comments right now, so we try to get what we can get. You stop mining ISO, I'm just pirating Meridians. I do both. Because my alliance is at war, we've been mining ISO, or I've been mining ISO with a Botany Bay, because if it blows up, no big deal. Cheap to fix and everything. But you should, I've done some logs here, but we should have some logs of me grinding out some ISO. Let's take a look. Here's one. 21,000 ISO from this kill. That one filled up my Vidar. Let's see. This one was 82,000 ISO. Yeah, so I filled out the Vidar about 300k cargo for the last run last night. Let's see. I got 150,000 from this Meridian. Look at this. 150,000. Thank you, Meridian. Greatly appreciated there, buddy. So yeah, I've been mining it as well as pirating it. Yeah. And let's see. And then my mission, I think I've got the ISO mission waiting. I don't think I've gone on it yet. Oh, I am going on it now. And this one, now remember there's 4 of these. This one I think required me to spend 1-star ISO. There's one that requires ISO emulsion, one that requires 1-star unrefined, 2-star unrefined, and then 3-star unrefined. DJ says, am I overthinking this? I already have bought the ship, meaning I'll get the parts now from the mission, correct? But once I get the second one for free, does that mean I have to buy those parts? Okay, so no worries, DJ. I'm happy to explain it. So yes, you bought the Meridian. Assuming you're level 34 or higher, you've already got the mission and are upgrading that Meridian. You will be getting a second Meridian at the end of this arc because you're going to complete the battle pass, I assume. So if you want that Meridian to be able to be upgraded next week when there's a Riker mini event store. Remember how we had the Picard mini event store last month? There's going to be a Riker one. So when we have the Riker mini event store, you'll be able to use those tokens to buy the interlock and the regulator next week. So since you've already got one Meridian upgraded. If you want to upgrade your second one during Riker Week, buy the regulator and the warp interlock so that your second Meridian can be upgraded. And yes, that is the legendary one, Twan. I've been saving it. I haven't gone on it yet, but it's still sitting here. What I've actually been doing is I was meaning to max it out so I could get 2 datas. There's a way to get 2 data shards on it, but I've just been kind of lazy. So, not many whales on my server, but love to pirate once everybody have a Meridian. I think we all love pirating. I think we all love it. And happy to hear that, Spate. And good afternoon, Zegan. TJ, it's not humiliating at all. I get killed too. In fact, here, let me show you. And if you are out there mining with the Cavort, let me show you how I got. I was super impressed by, like, I love this. Where is it? Hold on. Let me find it. They got me last night. They got me good. Look at this one. Look, I didn't pay attention to the crew and he popped me. This is great. I am super proud of Foe here. This is awesome. I did not pay attention to the crew and he popped me. So he had TOS Kirk, TOS Uhura, which is already deadly, but then threw on TOS Chekhov, which is that negative to the opponent's damage when attacking on a node. And even though I was a full health Vidar, I'm running a burning crew and Stan, so I do not have very good power on me. He popped me. He got me. I actually ended up losing cargo to him. So if you're out there, think about this. Think about running these type of loadouts if somebody's running around with a Vidar to try to steal your OPC. This is genius. This is a fantastic crew loadout for your Meridian if you're trying to defend. If you've got these officers, run them. There's other officers that help with node as well. So yeah, good stuff. It's good stuff. You know, we just ran this simply because we wanted the impulse speed to fly through because people are guarding their ships now in ISO space. So I'm trying to fly fast. Don't pay attention to crews. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. It's a great crew for defending on that node. Well, for them defending on the node. Dave says another quality of life suggestion, put the daily event window at the front of the event carousel. Now you're just getting greedy. Now you're just getting greedy. Do you have a chart of the refinery outputs and bonus refinery outputs? No. We do have something similar, just not put together. Craig, I didn't cry about it. I was always proud of him. Like the moment I posted that, I was like, this is great. This is exactly what you should be doing if you're worried about getting pirated with your Meridian. Put a defense crew on it because it's going to mine fast anyway. And because it's protected cargo so low, it's going to go overprotected. So you might as well load it out with a PvP crew that's designed to defend your node. Yeah, definitely. It's a great loadout. I was super proud of them. They actually sent me a message afterwards. So, not enough hours in the day to do all the events. Then don't do all the events. Some of them are optional. You should be focusing on like the Battle Pass event. Like I'm not doing all 6 of these ticketed events. You out your mind. I've got the tickets. I ain't doing all these. In fact, I'm banking a set of 10 tickets, and I'm going to do one regular ticket event. I'm not doing, I don't know if I'm doing a faction hunt one yet, or if I'm doing a regular ticket, but I'm only doing one, and I'm saving the other 10 tickets. Yeah, Daniel, Bonus Refinery, this weekend. Just announced it on my Discord. It's officially announced on my Discord. I mean, or he could have come in late. Well, he could have come in, just come in. William says, been playing for a month now. Pay-to-play player, have a Saladin Tier 7 and a Max Mayflower. Want the Vidar, but don't know how to open it. So right now, William, the Vidar is an IAP, or an in-app purchase, or through an event store. Now, there's not an event store out at the moment that will let you get it. That is something that we have told them that they need to provide better sourcing on. There should be an event store that provides that in a couple of weeks. Now, also, every Saturday, we have an event called Cosmic Cleanup, which you complete that event, it lets you turn in tokens to get parts to ships. So be looking on Saturdays for that event to come around. It should be every Saturday this month so that you can work on getting it that way as well. So event stores like the Cosmic Cleanup and like the big event store at the end of every arc is the way to get the Vidar currently. And I'm trying to really get them to do that in a better way. If you'd like to stay up to date, William, hit up my Discord and hit me up, personally or on the Facebook page if you don't use Discord. where we can keep you up to date on how that's going. Let's see. Nug says, talk to devs. Cultivated mycelium refinery cap needs to be eliminated. I mean, yeah, we agree, but it is what it is. And let's see. Archer says we have 2 steel events and 2 ore events. So that is planned. They are rotating materials, Archer. I talked about this in my Discord. They want to do a little bit of variety in some of the ticket events and change it up a little bit. And one of the things that they're doing is rotating them to where you're going to have right now a 2 ore event, which means 2 par steel tickets, and then you'll have it rotate into, you know, maybe being 2 gas and then 2 crystal the next time around. What does the bonus refinery do exactly? Yeah, James, happy to explain. Newer players always need to know this stuff. So if you come up to your refinery, what you have when you have a bonus refinery is you'll have an extra set. So it'll be separate from, say, these grade 3s. And the great thing about a bonus refinery is you can spend ore in larger amounts. So like me, I've got 2.6 million crystal right now. So you can spend in a much larger amount and you're guaranteed uncommon and rare. So you get no commons in a bonus refinery. You only get uncommon and rare. So when a bonus refinery comes around, we want to save for those and then spend really big to get as much as we possibly can in return. That's always our strategy for bonus refineries. We talked to the devs earlier this week. We begged them for it. They were very gracious to have a meeting yesterday and approve it. Got announced today. That's why we're here. That's why we're excited. All right, let's see. Grim says faction hunt is a no, low rewards. I mean, then don't do it. I think that's something I press. You're not required to do all the events. If you want to save tickets, do it. I would only do it for me personally because I need the officer experience. And James, yeah, for sure. We love bonus refineries. We actually are trying. We beg them all the time to do more, but we are gladly happy to have one now because it's been a long time, and very, very gracious that they listened to our pleas a couple days ago. Will there ever be an option to exchange 2-star materials to 3? Highly unlikely, but Nicholas, you will need those 2-star materials later. For example, at 39, when you're building your 5th dock, you need 2-star materials, so save those. Also spend 2-star materials on ships to scrap, Talas, Envoys, to get more 3-star uncommons, to use that as a converting machine. Ooh, got a drink. Been talking too crazy. I got too excited when we went live, so... Was it mentioned with the bonus refinery will become available? This weekend, Cat Thor. So this weekend, the bonus refinery will be out. And we'll be able to start. Now, I did not confirm if it's a, you know, like a 3-day one or what. I just got told that it's coming this weekend, and it's G2, G3, and G4. So you're getting all 3 refinery options if you qualify for those, obviously. Nathan says they come around infrequently. If you just started playing the last 6 months, you probably don't know. Exactly, Nathan. Then that's how long it's really been. I'm pretty sure, and Neo, Craig, some of our regulars remind me, I don't know if we've had one this year. If we did, it was way back in, say, the TOS arc. It's been a while. It's been quite some time. Dragon, it's the weekend for some people. So myself and the dev that I'm talking to, we're based in America. It's not even 3 p.m. for us yet. So if it's the weekend for you, fair play. But we're talking about American weekends, so give it another, what, 20 hours-ish? 19 hours? None since November. Wow, Charles, thank you. Has it really been that long? Mark says, how many raw materials can you blow through during a bonus event like this? I will have to go and see if I can find a picture of the last bonus refinery in terms of the options. If anybody knows in chat, please perk up. I'm wanting to say one of them is there's a 300,000 option. I'm wanting to say 300,000, but somebody correct 450. Thank you, Alex. 450 for the 3. Now, it might also vary based on your level, but Alex just said 450, which does sound very familiar. Jeremiah saying 150. Level could be there. And then Ori said 750, but Ori's in the 40s. So now some people are saying 150 max pull. Either way, it's a much larger pool, whether it's double, triple, etc., the normal rate, and you're guaranteed, thank you, John, you're guaranteed uncommon and rare. So you will not get commons when using a bonus refinery, and it doesn't replace your regular refinery. So you can use your regular refinery that day as well. Let's see. Thank you, by the way, Clayton Williams. Shout out to Clayton Williams, who just signed up to be a cadet on the channel. It means they're supporting through the YouTube join button. Greatly appreciated, Clayton. Thank you so much for what you do. Because of what you do, I can do what I do, which is this. Talk to you about a mobile game that we're all weirdly obsessed with. Simon says, how can we get a hold of ISO 3? Territories. I can show you where some of them are. It's up to you and your alliance to go after those. But for example, Tezera is an ISO 3 node. Then you come down here, we've got not Kalaba, it's near Kalaba. Oh, Bellari is a 3-star. And then you also have armadas that you can do in territory space. Now remember, you can do an armada in any territory space. You don't have to own it. You can do any armada in territory space, and some of those will also pay out 3-star isogen as well. I actually did one of those last night. Here, we did this one. This level 35 scavenger lair. And we got 94,000 3-star raw isogen. And that was just a random uncommon scavenger lair we did last night. Took basically no damage. Got almost 100,000. If I'd used a bigger cargo, I would have got more, because this filled up my Augur's cargo. Cat, you can mine G4 at any level, especially if you have the territory. You can't refine it. You can start refining commons at level 39. You start refining uncommons at level 41. Thank you. Shout out to, oh man, I can't pronounce his name. Gristar? That's extremely butchered. But thank you for signing up to be a cadet and supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel without having to go through the YouTube stuff, because I know not everybody trusts places like YouTube, do have a PayPal link where you can donate, Venmo, Cash App. And I'm only doing it because they did it. So thank you so much for supporting the channel. Griff says, just remember, if you come to territory, you're killed on sight. That varies completely based on your server. Now, we fight over that stuff, so. Let's see. Clayton says, I'm level 39 and only able to refine 4-star commons. Will I be able to do 4-star uncommon on the bonus refinery? So I reached out to the dev. I'm actually waiting on confirmation from that because I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work for like the 39s. It's kind of like a really tricky level, and I'm not sure what refinery they're going to get because the options vary. So I've reached out to them. They were going into a meeting when they had talked to me. So I'm not sure if I'll hear from them by the end of the stream, but if I do, I will definitely pass that along if I get it. Shout out to Dean Johnson for signing up to be a cadet and support the channel. Thank you so much, Dean. Greatly appreciate that you would support us as we fight for you. We fight to get this bullshit refinery for you, baby. For you. It's all for you. It really is, because I don't really care. Can I donate my Twitch Prime over there to you? Of course. I'll take any Twitch Primes because we stream both. I'm actually streaming on Twitch tonight, which is going to be a really... Twitch streams are generally more out there. So check it out if you haven't already. Let's see what else we got. Dragon, like I said, I will try to get the answer for level 39, and I will announce that in my Discord if I get it after the stream. I'm not sure if this stream will go the normal like 2 hours just because we're streaming later. But at the same time, I want to get as much of this information out to you as I can so that y'all are prepared for what's upcoming. So I want y'all prepared for Riker Week. I want y'all prepared for the bonus refinery this weekend so that y'all know what's here. I mean, since today, I'll be honest, I never say this, but I really would today go to your server and ask that any 3-star, 4-star nodes be off limits. I really would, so that everybody can mine as much as possible for this weekend. That's what I would recommend. I can't force that. That's a player recommendation. But I think it'd be great for every community if they agreed, let's not hit each other until the bonus refinery is complete on those nodes. Now, zeros are different. But, you know, I know there are alliances that are at war with each other, and then there's servers that just, they don't care. I think it'd be a good idea to think about for everybody to just really focus on mining as much as possible here in these next few days until the bonus refinery wraps up. Because everybody needs uncommon. Even if you're a whale, you still need it. There's always bottlenecks. Like me, I'm sitting on my nodes today. I probably am going to load out after the stream. You're going to see Red with 5 miners all on nodes somewhere. Especially gas, because I've got almost no gas. I've only got like 970,000, which is not a lot. It's not a lot. Here, let me go see down what we got in our raws. Yeah, so here's my raw. 2.6 million ore, 980,000 gas, and then 2.5 crystal. Now, I'm mining crystal right now. I'll come home with about 100,000. Neo says I've got 4 miners on 2-star nodes. There you go. Yeah, on my small account, I'm also mining already. What day and how many days for the bonus refinery? So Zakara, I was told this weekend. I was not told the length of it. I'm not sure. I will update when I get it. I was simply told that we're getting a bonus refinery based on us asking for one here recently, which is great. I'm sorry I don't have a specific for you. I can only tell you that I know it's coming this weekend so far, and when I get more, I will pass that along to you. But for now, we'll just have to live with the happiness that is the fact that we're getting one. So, yeah. Also, real quick shout out to John. We did that earlier, but we got to do it again. That's what the sound that you heard. That's John's donation going through. So it should update. I forgot. I don't actually have it on the screen. Here's the house fundraiser goal. This is what everybody's donating to, by the way. Working on getting a down payment for a new house for the kids. So, needed for the 5th dock. Fair enough. Carl says, what level does Cosmic Cleanup give up? Sarco Prince just hit level 30 yesterday. You're in the range. Somebody help me out with that, because I have not. Every time I grind for the Sarco, I'm going for things like Vidars and Franklin's on my other accounts. Now I've got a 39, a 28, a 26, a 19, a 14, an 11, and a 2, and then another 14. So I need to push another one into the low 30s, is what I'm saying. Free or Frost is 30. I think that's right, but I don't want to say 100% for sure. Now, post-war, I can ask for a bonus refinery every weekend, but I'm just going to be honest, that won't happen. That won't happen. Thank you, Daniel, for confirming. Thank you, Cole. Thank you, Scrunch. I believed it was level 30, and I appreciate y'all confirming that for me. And Charles, let me check for you real quick. Thank you, by the way, for supporting. Let's see. Charles says, what's the benefit of camping at 35 instead of 36? At 36, I can start getting the jelly VPs. So there's a couple things. One, at 34 and 35, the resource grinds you need is extremely heavy. So you get at 34 and 35, the reason I camp at 35 is you're getting the Franklin A, you can get your G4 Epic ship, and every odd level increases the number of researches you can work on. Keep in mind that going from 36 to 39, you need billions in steel. I mean, it is an extremely, extremely tough grind and resource heavy. So you don't want to get slogged down. Also remember that your dailies increase as you're going up various levels, so you don't want to get up to like 38 and have like a level, a tier 3 enterprise. So you want to make sure that you're growing in a way that is, keeping you relatively strong for your level. Camping at 35 helps you do that, and then you can move into 36 and then or go. I try to go all the way to 39, but at least to 38. And another reason I don't like to pull at 36, because at 38 you get a chance for a full pull of that ISS jelly. I know it seems like tall odds, but if you remember my Discord, you will know there's more full pulls of ISS jellies than any other ship in the game. So you want to shoot your shot, so shoot your shot. And hey Aaron, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Dragon says, I'd be happy with a bonus refiner every 3 months. I would be happy if it was at least once a quarter. Yeah, which is about every 3 months. I think we need consistency there. John says, we have a couple of level 39s, but ends still at 1.6 million. Yeah, see, I had the opposite problem. I devoted everything into my ships, but not enough into base and research. So I've got like a 4 million auger and a 4+ million enterprise. And Scopely only paid for one of those, by the way. And then I've also got a almost 3 million Burrell, but I'm only 18 million power because I've still got some buildings that are level 37, and I've got to finish doing some researches. Nicholas, that varies. Sometimes they include the North Star and Event Store, sometimes they do not. So it's not always consistent. It's not always consistent. Let's see what else we got here. Mike says, what is the best G4 uncommon shit to get for PvP? Our server only has a few players over 40, and so far everyone seems to be getting a Kelvin. I personally am a fan of the Valdor the most of the three. I think the Kelvin's fine. I feel like the Kelvin has a lot of firepower, not necessarily the best hull health, which is something that you find with interceptors. I've called it a glass cannon. It'll punch really, really hard, but at the same time, it is not going to be the best ship in terms of overall survivability. And if that's what you're looking for, would rather go in the direction of the Valdor, which it is a theme right now that the Romulan ships are generally considered the best in the game at the moment. That said, changes could be coming soon to one of the ships. Stay tuned. Didn't hear that from me. Alex says Valdor and upgrade with the ISS Jelly Brawl. That is also true that if you're doing the Valdor, you can actually start saving for that early on at like level 39 and 40 with a Parabellum event, and the ISS Jelly Brawl event will help pay for that. Ora says Kelvin is G4 Saladin. Negative, sir. No, it's not. If it was, the firing pattern and the big gun would be much better. Not saying it's not good, but it's not Saladin worthy. We'll get a shout real quick to Twan, who just also donated to the house fund, saying, keep up the good work. Name not needed in your future home, but it's going there anyway because I appreciate you. So thank you so much. Thank you. Less cheaty of a Saladin? I wouldn't even say that. You just don't like it. It's okay, though. You can scrap Mayflowers for Valdors. You can. I would also remind you that if you're doing Valdor, you want to be scrapping Legionaries. You're going to need ore as well. It takes both. So scrapping Legionaries and Mayflowers are going to be a very common theme for you moving up. Hey, Jonathan Cooper, how you doing? Lloyd says, no notification with base attacks. Is this an intended change or a glitch? That's obviously a glitch. Every time your base is attacked, a notification is sent out from the system. If you're not getting it, there could be an issue. Put in a ticket if you're not getting them so that they can look into it for you. But that is not how it's supposed to be. That's actually a very old bug coming back around. All right. Are we ever going to get Klingon cloaking devices? I don't know. Dim says the Pilum is a G4 Saladin. That is a much better comparison. The Pilum's first round is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. You know, if my bonus refinery could give me a ship, I'd want the Pilum. That thing is ridiculously good. What was I in here for? I've completely forgotten. I don't remember why I clicked this. All right, let's back out real quick. You ever done that? You go in the game and not know what the heck you're doing? That's me. See, going for the Saladin at the moment, got the BPs, but don't have the right crew. I have the morale crew. The morale crew is fine, chill out. The morale crew, especially for the 20s, one of the better crews for the Saladin. So keep leveling up your morale crew and build that Saladin and enjoy. Tough Gal says, Rev, the ticketed events today have an odd thing. Usually they are giving crystal, gas, and ore. Today, 2 ore and none crystal. That is planned. What they're going to do is they're going to rotate them. So right now they're running 2 ore, and their plan is this is just providing some variety. So if you wanted to run these, you can run a double ore one now, or you can run double later. That is intended this go around. That is intended. So. What else we got? We'll settle for a Romulan cloaking device. Same thing. If you remember the lore, Klingons got their cloaking devices from the Romulans by trading the D7, or what you would know as like the early version of the Katinga. So they made that trade for warship design for cloaking device. See, bonus refinery and normal refinery together, how much resources do you roughly need to do all pulls? I would say, depending on how long the refinery lasts, you'd like 500,000. Depends on how long it's going to last. But if you're in like the low 30s, I would say 500,000 for your bonus refinery. Now, if it goes longer than, like if it's a 3-day one, you might want to have a little bit more. But you can blow through a lot pretty quickly. Andrew says, I like the variety when it comes to the event rewards. Pick your reward types. I have no problem with that. Let's see. What other questions that we got? Dean says, Rev, now we can buy G4 Miner packs. Will we see G4 Miner blueprints in the event store? So that would be a question for your specific level. And they have this weird thing right now where not all the levels are showing some of the blueprints for the upcoming ships if you're like one level before. And that was something that was an issue with the last go around. We'll have to see if it's fixed this time around. Okay, Dean, for 44, then how it was previously was you had to be one level prior. So that would be 45s, which we're seeing the 46s. But we need to confirm that's going to be the case. Like, I don't want to tell you to level up to 45 and it not be there. But that was the previous iteration and discussion. And hello, Drew. Hey, Jeremiah. 3-day bonus refinery. I'm trying right now to confirm how long it is. Don't know yet, but we are waiting on confirmation for the length of the refinery. Waiting on confirmation. not seeing resources like that in Refinery since I started the game. What do you mean, medical doctor? What do you mean? Andrew says, I know you recommend skipping the 32s, but if you had to pick one, which would you pick? My favorite of the 32 ships is the Burrell. It's the best PvP one. The Gladius is the best PvE one. You make the decision based on that. The Intrepid is the worst of the group. However, when it's max, it is pretty beefy. It is pretty beefy. Mark says win or clickbait. Well, we've already gone over win several times, Mark, but if you're referring to the bonus refinery, it is this weekend, and it is indeed not clickbait. Bonus refinery this weekend was also announced in my Discord. So make sure you're in the Discord for all updates. Aaron says it was the Pegasus final season of the Next Generation. Oh yeah, that is the modulated cloaking device. Modulated cloaking device. That's a different one. That was something that the Federation was working on. All right, Mark says, I now love you. I don't clickbait, buddy. I tell you everything that I know when I know it. I try not to be the clickbaiting type. Now, I do want you to watch all the videos, so please go clickbait them. But we try to give you all the word that we can. Addie says, any word on those photon tokens? I have like 180 saved up. So here's what I've said with the photon tokens. All I can tell you is that they've moved to the next stage where they're not just testing. They are going to come into the game. Now the question is when. I believe it's happening this year. I also think it's happening around or before my birthday. But we'll just have to wait and see if that's the case. We'll have to wait and see if that's the case. Nicholas says, I don't have a lot of raw ore. Is it worth spending a lot of time mining ore for bonus refinery? Yes. I mean, Rev Deuce, king of pirates, who always tells everybody I hate mining. This is the one time it is very, very good that I will be like, yes, mine your ever-loving heart out. The bonus refinery is worth it. Remember, bonus refineries are guaranteed uncommon and guaranteed rare. No commons in bonus refinery turnouts. So every time you click that button, you are going to get uncommon and or rare. You want to have everything ready for bonus refinery. So yes, mine everything for the ever-loving life of you. Even I'm mining. Literally, right now in this video, I'm mining 70,000 crystal, and we'll go mining gas in just a second. Exactly, Johnny. It is guaranteed uncommons and rares. Up to you if you want to use it or not. Up to you. More questions about bonus refinery. Anything that you got. I am sending messages to the devs based on some of the things that you've mentioned. DL says music levels. That meaning too high or too low? I'm assuming too high because it's not very high right now. But if it's too loud, I can turn it down again. Dylan says, so bonus refinery, should we be pulling 3 chests? Yes, you want to pull the maximum that you can with bonus refinery every single time. Every single time. You do maximum pulls for bonus refinery. Because remember, bonus refinery only pays out uncommon and rare. So even if you don't get the highest roll, you're getting the best result. You're getting the best result. Shout out to Dr. Spot for the 750 ISK. I'll be honest, I don't even know what that is, but I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. If anybody wants to donate to the channel to help keep my internet on, yeah, hit up that PayPal link. Rev recall. Why would I recall? I'm not OPC. Oh, enemies on me? Oh, I see who it is. It's Frosty. Frosty's really cool. Frosty probably just wants to be on screen. Frosty, if you want to show everybody your Enterprise A, you better bring it. Oh, he's leaving now. Frosty's a cool one. Oh, dang it, I hopped off my node. Frosty's cool 50. Is the Enterprise A rubbish? The Enterprise A is not as good as its other 4-star counterparts, but it is still good because it's a 4-star epic ship. It's just the worst currently of the 3. But still not bad. I mean, it's still a 4-star epic. Is from Eve is what I was thinking too, Aaron. Medical Doctor says, I've got 7.2 raw, 10 raw, and 11 raw. Okay, so Medical Doctor, you're set. You don't need to mine extra. Do you know how long the buffer will be to get the max number of pulls? I.e., if I miss the first refine. So, and Aaron, correct me if I'm wrong, it is a 23-hour timer on the bonus refinery. Maybe 22. But normally I think it's a 23-hour bonus refinery. So there's a timer. So if you time it perfectly, you get an extra pull. I think. Aaron, please correct me if I'm wrong. Drew says I was able to get rogue trophies before Scope changed the ticket events. Am I lucky? Drew, you're getting both. I announced this also in my Discord, and it was announced in the official Discord. You'll be getting both to make up for the mistake that they had. So they are being very kind to the players today, being very generous. Medical Doctor says that's why I'm not mining. Very courteous of you to not hog a node for those who aren't as stewardess as you are when it comes to mining. Omar says 10 hours. That would make sense. Yeah, 24-hour and 10-hour cooldowns. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why I said that. Sometimes I'm an idiot, and that's okay. That's why we have y'all to correct me. It's been like 8 months, y'all. 8 months. 10 hours. Same as regular Refinery. Thank you. So, ignore the past 164 seconds of Revduce idiocy and pay attention to the last 15 seconds of Revduce intelligencies. 10 hours per. There you go. So, yeah, you definitely can get bonuses if you're doing it exactly every 10 hours. Aaron, yeah, here's the thing. I don't know if the bonus refinery is a 24-hour one, a 48-hour one, or a 72. We've had a 3-day bonus refinery before. I don't know how long this one is. I do not know how long this one is. Ooh. Hold on, I gotta respond to a dev message real quick about the bonus refinery. 1 second. The people want to know. Do we know it's this weekend, Andrew? I haven't been given a date yet. Yeah, Rule, if they do a 72-hour bonus refinery, I'm pretty sure the entire community will just die in surprise. But we can... One, we're just going to be happy that we get it in general. But let's see. If they run it as 2 days, it will be 5 pulls per material. Yeah, so 15 total pulls. Nathan, oh, I'm always working the sources, baby. No matter what, you can trust. Rev's working the sources. It's going to happen. It's the only way we can get you that bonus refinery is if we work these sources, man. We gotta work. Did you do a video, photo tokens and how they work? I did, Dylan. I certainly did. It's from January, but if you look up photon tokens on my channel, it will pull up. If Aaron wants to be kind enough to grab the link for me and share it, or any of the moderators, I'd be greatly appreciated. I don't have it in front of me, but it was 6 months ago, back in January, we put that video out. Dean. Zip it. Thank you. All right, next up. What else we got? Questions. How many more TNG arcs do you think there will be? There's at least 4, Gust. Maybe 5. I don't know exactly how many there are going to be, but there's at least 4. At least 4. By the way, Dina, I'm glad that you're enjoying the emotes. I actually got to add the new emotes that we had that are on Discord that need to get added here into YouTube. Give us a 3-day and we will stop trashing the Sarco. No, continue to trash the Sarco. They know it's bad too. But we can still give them praise for other things. Ice, where'd you post it? Ice, I don't even see it. Am I blind? I think I'm blind. I don't see a link, Ice. When do you think the DS9 would come out? I don't know. I would assume DS9 comes out after this current arc. That would make sense. But I'm not telling you that's what's happening. I'm not telling you that's what's happening. All right, next up. Want to see a magic trick? I can make your stream numbers go down to single figures. Neo Yami, I don't know what that. No. I need everybody here to help support my kids. My kids need y'all. Dean says I think we'll have a one-off between TNG and DS9. It would not be surprising to me if DS9 is the start of Q1 2022. So that would be January. By the way, thank you, Tough Cow. Tough Cow just sent me the link, so I just posted it in the chat. That is the link for Photon Tokens. That's the link for Photon Tokens. Dev owe us an Enterprise E. You're going to get the D already. Calm down. What will happen to the players who already bought the Prime Refinery researches? What do you mean, oh hi there? The bonus refinery does not affect your normal refinery. It doesn't affect your normal refinery. And hey, Bubster, I'm doing well. Hopefully you are as well. As far as holding loyalty badges, if you max out Keenster, you can get 750. You can, Lloyd. There's easier ways to do that, but you can also add him into the list. Photon tokens is the best way to do that strategy if you have photon tokens. TL for one, I don't have enough on most of them. Second is here. I'll do. There you go. Here's you some common 4-star just for you. There you go. Happy? Are you happy now? Doubtful, but there you go. Still waiting on a response, by the way, on how level 39s in the bonus refinery is going to work. Still waiting on that. You want the Negvar? I want more Klingon stuff for sure. Definitely want more Klingon stuff. Even Star Trek Online struggles with Klingon stuff. I feel like they don't have enough representation for the Klingons in their ship layouts. Let's see. What other? We've been streaming 1 hour, by the way. If y'all got more questions, please start dropping those in. Please start dropping in any questions that you have about Bonus Refinery, the game, whatever's going on. I want to answer as much as I can today because tonight we're streaming and probably acting goofy. So I want to get as many in as we can today. Also, I'll put you this way. Tonight's stream, we got more Pokemon packs to open. Oh yeah, this level nerd. All you older people who are looking at me like I'm crazy, well, I am. We're doing this tonight too. So, and playing Star Trek Fleet Command because that's our lives. But all right, let's see if we get some of these questions. Dylan says, I'm level 34, got my auger, dropping all my faction credits into recruit tokens to get transporter shards. Smart. Don't forget about the augment one. This is one that even I slacked on my main account, and I now do every day. Go into your augment. It's really easy to get this started and start turning in this one every single day. Once you get these max, this is guaranteed transporter patterns every day, so do not forget about those. Don't forget about them. Kyle says, whoa, gosh, that flew. Am I shooting myself in the foot going for the Katinga with all the Kelvins rolling around? Yes and no. The biggest drawback to the Katinga is the fact that it's just slow. It's a very, very slow ship. That's the drawback. It's not necessarily awful in PvP or anything. I actually love it for armadas. It's just stinking slow. So I would say no, you're not shooting yourself in the foot. And too often people, I feel, they feel like they got to get pigeonholed into doing what is the best route. Do what you like, man. Have fun. I love the Klingons. I don't care if the Kelvin is even better. I'm going Klingon. I love the Katinga. Love the look of the ship. So please remember that. It's not always about having the best route, because if it was the best route, that'd be boring. Everybody would have Saladins. Everybody would have Enterprises. Everybody would, go for the Tribune and the Hegtai. Sometimes it's fun to just get something that you like, because the Katinga is not a bad ship compared to the other three. It's just slow. That's really the biggest drawback it has. It's fun, and it looks so good. I love this design. I love it. All right, next up. What exactly is the Meridian skin supposed to do? Doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, Abraham, I can answer that one pretty quickly. So if you come with me to the refinery for territory space, what the Meridian skin does is in each one of your refineries here, 1, 2, and 3, it gives you another refine option. So you get a extra refinery option to turn in. Now, a lot of people have complained that the refinery option is ridiculously high. Like 400,000. However, with the Meridian, you can easily mine millions of ISO in a single day. So it gives you an extra refinery option for all of these, which is going to help you get ISO emulsion a lot faster. That's what the skin does. Pretty nice. William says, Picard, Bev Data as a second hostile crew. Thoughts? Not a huge fan. Yeah, it gives you something. Not amazing. Anthony, I did answer them earlier, but just to answer again, Vidar BP's Cosmic Cleanup every Saturday. Do Cosmic Cleanup, which is a mini event store that you can get Vidar blueprints, and also every large event store that comes at the end of each arc. Get them there. We're currently trying to get them to provide the Vidar in better sourcing so we can get it easier for everybody who hits level 25, but right now that's the only way besides an in-app purchase. Cypher says, greeting from Amsterdam, Bonus Refinery. Yes, this weekend, which for you will be American weekend. American weekend. The Vorcha. I would love to have the Vorcha class in the show or in the game. Everybody does have Saladins and Enterprises. No, I know a lot of people who will go for the Centurions and who will go for, the D4. The D4 will destroy Enterprises if you know how to crew it. You just got to know what you're doing. Let's see what else we get. It does look beautiful. Abraham, what does the Meridian... Oh, we just answered that. Play your game and play it the best you can. Exactly. What else we got question-wise? Epi says, I got a second Meridian but need a warp core. Awesome! I got good news for you, Epi. And this is something that they did. I didn't even... Remember, Epi, first of all, Epi, I'm going to tell you this. Epi, did you watch my video yesterday for the Dev Q&A? Because that's going to determine how I answer this. So, what else we got? Weren't you participating in a refinery test? Yes, it's just we've been backlogged with so many things, and now with trying to create a wiki page and a brand new Discord bot, I promise that the refinery stuff is not forgotten. It's just other things are going on. We will definitely get that information out to you. I promise. I'm sorry it's taking longer than originally said. Cole says, is there any time we're going to be able to get more Vidar skins? I don't know. The answer is yes. The long answer is I don't know when. How much are those Pokemon cards costing you? Are they cutting into your house fund? No. So just to give you a brief insight into how I do this small business, I have a monthly budget that I will spend on various things. So basically what the Pokemon cards have been is I'm not spending certain money on Star Trek Fleet Command. I have a business budget and a business account I'll spend things on. Now, I'll also say this. Where I am in Louisiana, there's no scalping, there's no ripping. I get all this at retail price, so it's pretty cheap. Whereas if you go on eBay, like if you go and look up this tin on eBay, it's twice the price of what it is in Walmart. I don't have to pay that because we have all of it here. So like went to Walmart, it's there. This tin is $20, so it's not that big a deal. But no, it's not cutting into the house fund. We're simply spending my monthly business expense that I have for this type of stuff. And yes, Just Q, we will be live on Twitch later. Will the photon token mechanic be coming to other servers? It will eventually, Don. Yes. Next question, real or fake Pokemon cards? 100% real. Bought them at Walmart. Retail. Be opening them later. If you unlock a projectile refit that gives a bonus, does the bonus automatically go on all ships? Yes, it does, Simon. So if you've got the Stella refit, for example, and you've got 3 Stellas, all the Stellas get the bonus. And just to give you an example of what that looks like, I will open it up for you right here. So for example, if you get the Opus Grande skin or the Opus Grand, this works on all of your Stellas. All of them, not just the one that you equip it onto. So, and then also remember that you've got this here. Once unlocked, buff obtained from ship refits will always be active, even when it's not applied. So once you get this for that ship, no matter how many you got and where it is, or if you've turned it on, it has the bonus forever. Let's see, what other questions? How's the refinery test going? The refinery test is done. We just got to get it sorted and finished doing all the counting, essentially. Just Q, thank you for the $1.99. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Epi never answered, so we'll wait. I want to answer Epi's question, but I want to make sure he's watching because he didn't watch my last video, so I've got to get him. Real quick, shout out to Dean, who did donate to the house fund, and shout out to Server 47. Dean, we're going to add you real quick. Thank you so much. Here, when we put it in, so you'll see the house fund actually increase. And no, that does not go to Pokemon cards. It actually goes to a separate account for all those curious. So that goes to a separate account. Thank you. Epi says, I'm sorry at work. I missed the question. Okay. Epi, are you paying attention now or are you working? If not, hit me up privately and I'll just answer it for you. But short answer is the devs did a really good thing, and I announced this in my Discord. So if you bought a Meridian already, you'll obviously be earning a second one through the Battle Pass. They're adding the Warp Interlock and the Regulator into the Riker event store next week. So turn in your Riker coins that you'll get for those. That way you can have 2 Meridians fully upgraded. They're giving you the parts for both and not making you pay a second pay lock. It's a great thing because previously, if you wanted 2 variants of a ship, you had to pay twice. You had to pay to buy the ship and then pay to buy the extra warp locks. Now you're only having to pay to buy the second ship. They're giving you a chance to get the second set of regulators and warp locks. So this is a great thing for the devs. Make sure you send a huge thank you to them. Make sure you slather them with love and other things. Tell them that you love them. This is a step in a very positive direction. Very positive. And if you haven't bought a Meridian, I would go as far as to say is if they're giving you a second set, you might want to think about buying it because the ISO is a very important part of the game that they are continuing to focus more on. Isogen's not going away. They're focusing even more on it. So if you are a spender, a second Meridian is something to think about. Not telling you to do it, but something to consider. Impervious says, any idea when they're going to make the ship unlockable for free-to-play players? Not yet, Impervious. We did ask them that, and that was part of the dev Q&A yesterday. They're looking at things like Cosmic Cleanup and event stores. So the Meridian will be part of big event stores, but we're looking at trying to help them find ways to source these specialty ships in other ways. But the Meridian will be available, we believe, through event stores and in-app purchases in the future. We're trying to find other things that we can start getting those in there. Ronald says, what if you don't have the option to buy the Meridian? Ronald, that probably means that you're below level 25, I would assume. TJ says, I miss spending my Picard coins. Are they going to let us spend them? No. However, if you send a ticket to customer support saying that you did not get a chance to turn in your Picard coins, they will give you the reward for free. So tell them that you wanted the, 7 Picard shards, and they'll trade them for you. Send in a ticket to customer support. Roger says, do you need to get the Meridian parts if you're only going for the free battle pass? No. So if you are only getting the Meridian once, you're going to get a set of missions that will give you the warp lock and the regulator. The event store is only for if you're getting a second Meridian. Okay? So if you're getting a second Meridian, you're going to want to spend your coins in the event store on the interlock and the regulator. If you're only getting the free Meridian, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Shout out to Just Q for that $9.99 donation through the Super Chat. Greatly appreciate it. If y'all want to donate to the house fund, just because Q donated, I'm going to drop the link. You can hit up the PayPal. Every little bit is appreciated to help get the kids into a new house because we want them to have nice things. And nice things are nice. So, just for the recap, if you're getting 1 Meridian, don't buy the extra stuff in the store. If you're getting 2 Meridians, so you bought one and you get the free one in the battle pass, you're going to want to get the extra warp interlock and the regulator from the event store coming in the Riker week. Okay? Everybody got it? We good? Are we good? Hopefully we're good. Sapphire, yes, it will be in the Riker event store for you to get the second set of parts. What level should a level 30 stop to camp? Normally, I recommend going from 29 and jumping all the way to 35. However, you can also simply camp at every other level, so every odd level, so 31, 33, 35, 37, 39. It's a very strong strategy. I mean, I know I'm beating the horse to death, but I don't want people to miss it. This is a very important piece of information because if they don't know this, they could skip it and then be like, well, they're not giving me my regulators. I got to buy it. I want to make sure everybody knows that you're getting the ability to get a second set of regulators for free because they do usually cost money. It's something that they've usually charged for in the past. I want to make sure that everybody sees the extra option, okay? I know I'm beating a dead horse, but it's for your benefit, I promise you. I'm doing it for you because I love you, okay? Sapphire? Maybe. I don't know that actually. Because you got to be level 34 and 39 to get it through the missions. It might still be locked. Once again, this is something that I can ask them. But we'll see. We'll see. Don't quote me. I'll try to find out. Nicholas says, independent credits. Why is the refinery rate bad for them? So the independent credits has always been a tremendous slog. They have added some ways to get them easier, like the Borg refinery, and they started including them in event stores, but they've always been a tremendous slog, and we're trying to pressure them to make them more readily available. And Andrew, correct. 1 set during Riker Week, 1 from missions, 2 sets for free. That is correct. Epi says, thoughts on Riker going to Ops 48. Want to make sure it's worth it. To me, Riker is not that big of a card. I think he's okay. I do like his captain's ability. If you are going to level up anyway, then yeah. I mean, might as well get Riker on the way up. I wouldn't level up for Riker, But I do think that he is a very intriguing captain's ability with a vibrant authority because of the cumulative damage. Not sure how much that'll help for the whales because y'all already have massive damage boost. But even though it's 100% cumulative, so I am still curious of how well that actually plays out. Have not completed the new missions yet, Bad Bot. Guy says, I forgot to exchange my Picard coins. No. However, if you message customer support will give you the rewards for that if you tell them these are the Picard coins I have. I didn't get to turn them in. Send in a ticket to customer support. Send another ticket to customer support. Woo! My voice. I've been talking a lot. I know they've recently introduced them to the daily events, which is good, but again, not many compared to the other factions. Yes, this is true. We just got to be patient on that. What else we got? Jason, can you ask the dev team if they can add mining to the player's sword? Already got strength, defense, and health. So, mining would technically be under a group. That would be under the group sorting. So they don't actually, so the groups are not set up to where mining is not a category. It is a group. So attack, defense, and health are a category of stat. So if you actually go under group, you'll find all the miners are sorted together. Now, they're sorted together like the end of the list. But here you go. So here's Helvia, Stan, Demisha, Barrett, Kabish, Debring, DuPont, Mackinnon. Here is your miner group. Just like the TOS officers and the, Romulan officers and Section 31 officers are all grouped together. Bonus Refinery is coming this weekend, Brian. This weekend, we're going to continue to keep everybody updated on my Discord channel. If you're not on the Discord, I encourage you to join it. I try to keep everybody updated with anything that I have. And also, I do encourage you to follow other content creators like No One Shall, like Ultimate DJ's podcast, because at various times, some of us will get information and we try to get it out as quickly as we can. Oof, lots of words, lots of things. Will they be providing a way to get officer shards for the original series? Yes, they will be sourcing those. I do not have specifics on that yet. Be patient. As soon as I have specifics, I will tell you. By the way, real quick shout out to everybody who is currently watching. Thanks for y'all supporting the channel. And also give a shout out real quick to Fajhan, who just joined to the house fund. Says, thanks for all the information on Star Trek Fleet Command. Keep up the good work. Greetings from Kuwait. Awesome. Love to meet everybody international. That is freaking awesome. Please hit me up in Discord just because if you donate, you have access to my special room called the Captain's Quarters, where all the donators are. We talk in there, we goof off in there. It's a room just for us to chill out. And even sometimes I give special information. So if you are in my Discord and have donated, please send me verification and you can get access to the Captain's Quarters. Thank you so much. All right. How will you get the Riker coins, Rev? Yes, so it worked the same way that the Picard coins did. You remember how we had to go through the events and then the daily login? The Riker's being set up in the same way. Oh, Anthony, cool. Iska's from Iceland. Learn something new every day. And good evening in Croatia, Cryo. Borg Dailies is something that I brought up yesterday in the Dev Q&A. If y'all haven't watched that video, please check it out because we talk about several of these things. While it wasn't confirmed, the devs did say that it's a good idea and that it makes sense to add Borg Dailies. So while they did not for sure say yes, they did say that Borg Dailies is something that makes a lot of sense and could be coming to the game. So we definitely want to look out for that. Keep your eyes out, see what happens. But that was a very positive remark for them. I felt like in yesterday's Q&A, and sadly, not as many people watched the Q&A as they normally did. I don't know if it's because some people have been frustrated with Scopely lately, but we did not have a lot of people watch the Q&A. The Q&A had some really good information where they were very honest about certain plans they had, and including they talked about some things that they're going to be doing in that Q&A. So check it out if you haven't already. I know it's a 10-minute video, but check it out. I thought it was some good information. I appreciated them being candid. Two of the questions I did not like their answers, but overall, I thought they were really good. Next up, was nice of them to add the Away Team Daily. Yes, there's been a focus this month to try to make sure that free-to-play have more access to a lot of the things that we're doing. They still want people to buy stuff. Of course they do. But I feel like they've done a better job this month of giving everybody access to certain things. What else we got here question-wise? Where can we go to make suggestions to the devs? So there's several places, TJ. You can send in customer support tickets You can answer the surveys. There's also a room in my Discord called the TNG Arc 3 Review. Every month we have a review channel where you can provide feedback. Now that channel is on a 6-hour cooldown. It is not meant for you to have conversations in. It is meant for you to review things in the Arc and make suggestions. Scopely does review that channel periodically. So make sure, and I know not everybody's, likes the fact that you got to rely on content creators to get some of this, but I feel like the content creators, we provide a great service, and I feel like we've got some great people in the team. So make sure that you are checking those out if you are not already. Okay. Is there going to be smaller price items in the store? I don't know. And I don't want to promise that to you because this game is always really focused on the upper end demographic. And that's just kind of the way it's been. So I don't want to make a promise to you. I literally don't know if they're going to change that. They have made $20 packs more open. So that was a step in the right direction by having like a $20 battle pass. And they added that last year. So hopefully they can continue with those same things. Whew. Keep free-to-play happy and it keeps the whales restore stocked up. Exactly, DL. We all want the same thing. We all want the same thing. Will we have an event store coming up where we can get blueprints so I can get a second Stella? Yes. Short answer, yes. Long answer, also yes. We're getting that. So stay tuned. You also will be getting a mini event store for Cosmic Cleanup. Remember, Cosmic Cleanup starts tomorrow. In about, 17-ish hours? You'll have Cosmic Cleanup start. So Cosmic Cleanup will also give you a mini event store to start running through and getting some of those ships. Now, the Stella's not in there. But you can start working on like your sarcophagus, Vidar, stuff like that. Hemi, most free-to-play are not going into the 40s right now. They're waiting. There is the highest free-to-play player in the game right now is level 44, and that's Dekix. I don't think there's anybody higher. There are some like 42s as well. The economy is improving for 40. In fact, I'll be going up there probably in a couple of months before the end of the year. However, it is still something that I recommend most free-to-play wait for while the economy gets better. William says, I did watch all your videos, how I managed to get to 28. Awesome. And only spending a little bit with mostly research and building. William, great job. That is awesome, William. Yeah, it's always great to be efficient while also having fun. That's the goal. Green says, I see the Sark made fun of a lot, worth having one. The sarcophagus is worth getting for free. I would not recommend purchasing it. But yes, if you get it for free and grind it out, it can help your team in territory capture. And yes, TL, level 50 plus is coming, which will be 5-star. Is it directly around the corner? I can't say that, but it is coming. Austin says, do you think they'll notice that no one is building G4 mining ships and therefore will make changes to them? Austin, I'm curious why you think that there are people building those ships. There are people building them. So I get that might be something for your server that they're not doing a lot of. John says, any word for those of us that purchase a Meridian in regards to the warp part? Yes, John. We actually just talked about this a little bit ago. But just to beat the dead horse, as somebody said earlier. So if you've bought a Meridian already, you got the mission. So that Meridian's covered. What they're doing is when they have the Riker event store. So like we had the Picard mini event store, we're going to have a Riker one. The devs have been very kind to add the warp interlock and the regulator to the Riker event store. So you'll be able to source those parts for a second Meridian. That way your second Meridian will get the parts. You got to get them during the event store coming up next week, okay? So if you want a second Meridian to be leveled, get the parts in the event store. If you just need one, don't worry about it. Tom, the best level 32 faction ship, in my opinion, is the Burrell for PvP and the Gladius for PvE. Nicholas says, for contacting customer support, 5 of 10 for Picard or Picard. That's up to you entirely. 5 of 10 is great to have, very important, so is Picard. You decide. If you're like a level player in the 20s, I would probably go for 5 of 10. Any idea if they'll bring out some of the smaller TNG characters? So I'll say this. There are more TNG characters to come. I don't know if or how many are uncommon. The next one I know for sure that is coming is a rare. But we'll see. Also says, are you planning to build a G for money ship? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the 4-star miners? I will be building the 4-star miners, yes. Jonah says, as a former unintentional whale, I still find it almost impossible to get resources, especially from the refinery. So the way that they're adding in resources lately, and they're really trying to focus on, is through events like the battle pass, and the events have all increased the amount of uncommons they pay out. But yes, this game is meant to sadly have a tremendous grind to either get you to spend or get you to play a lot of hours. And that's just by design. Now you can grind some of that out, and you can make efficient purchases to where you're not buying as many things and still getting good value. So it's something to keep an eye out for. You know, sometimes there are good purchases to be made that can actually last you for a while and give you a lot. Up to you to decide if that is worth it. I am not here to tell you how to spend your money, only to give you the best advice about your money that I can. What good are the Picard tickets good for? Those were just for the Picard event. They're not for anything else. I'm hearing another server merge is coming. I don't know the next server merges, Bill. I do not. All right, Anthony says Michael Dorn would have been a holdout for a new tune. No, don't think so. Don't think so. Did the Demisha bug with her ability ever get fixed? Man, that was from like 2 years ago. I really don't remember. All right, what other questions that we have? What other questions do you have, rather? I want to answer anything that I can. Remember, I will be live tonight on Twitch. So if y'all want to come hang out later, we'll still be doing Star Trek Fleet Command, a little bit more of a laid-back, fun, goofing off type atmosphere. Make sure you're on the Twitch channel. Come hang out. It doesn't cost you anything to hang out. It's just a different platform that lets us be a little bit more goofy. So the Picard tickets were for leveling in a event. They just decided to use a currency for that. Don't ask me why. This is what they did. Nick says, is there a resource where we can see what's generally available per level in the Cosmic Cleanup? So we're working on those resources now, Nick. Because of LCARs going down, we are having to create some new ones from scratch. We hope to have some of those out within the next 2 to 4 weeks, but it's going to take some time. Please stay tuned on the Discord. We will get you updated as much as possible, and can also pass some of those updates onto the Facebook page if y'all don't use Discord. I know not everybody uses Discord. So Jonathan says, what tiers should you stop with the ISS Jelly? Depends on you. For me, I recommend between anywhere from tier 7 to tier 9. You really don't need to take it past there. Getting it up to tier 12 really doesn't benefit you that much. A tier 7, tier 8 jelly will, work for armadas, do all your daily grinding in 4-star while you're focusing on other ships. Now that they've made the repair cost lower for the primary 4-star ships, you might not even need to take it as high as that. It's up to you. I haven't generated any resources in my base since Ops 5. Oh, don't worry. We have asked for the generators to be fixed for a long time. We're still working on that. To be honest, I feel like there's more important things to focus on. Not that I'm saying it's unimportant. Just that for me, ship sourcing, officer sourcing is more important than the generators, because we can go raid for that if we have to. Right now, especially with the biotic update, we're not finding that resources are as hard to come by as in times past. Still, we want more. I'm not saying we don't. I'm just focusing on other things. Like my focus lately has been sourcing ships, officers, getting bonus refineries. I feel like that is more of a focus. But I will always go in the direction the community wants me to go. So the voice in the background is every time somebody follows the Twitch channel, it turns that on. So it's just something that we have on Twitch that I forgot to turn off. Ryan, yes, battle log improvements is something that everybody wants. I believe Ripper is the content creator working on that project. I don't know a timetable on that, but that is definitely something that is wanted by a lot of people. All right, what other questions that we have? Should I hard push from a level 19 to 20 for the bonus refinery? Ooh, good question. Dersey, I would say yeah. That's not a huge jump. I'll go ahead and do it, especially if you can start preparing for resources that you need for like the Vidar and everything in the Meridian at level 25, 26, etc. Quickest way to get uncommon crystal: events, refinery where you can, but mostly events. What else we got? Let's see. What's the real story of why L cars shut down? You saw the announcement like I did, Mike, and I'm not going to talk any drama or anything like that. That's not what I do. Mike says, what's the new refinery? The bonus refinery coming this weekend, Mike. So that's what the whole premise of us going live was. Bonus refinery coming. And also, Drew's right. Scrapping will also help you get some of the uncommons you need. If you're trying to get uncommon crystal for your Saladin, I would recommend scrapping envoys. Let's see. Oh, I should probably get ready to pull our ship back. We're almost OPC. Anthony, there's not a way to get 3-star Isogen besides running. So if you do not have a 3-star Isogen system like my Alliance does, so our 3-star Isogen is right over here, you can still run the Armadas. So you can run an Armada in any system. So this is a scavenger layer we did last night. As you can see, I maxed out my cargo with 94,000 3-star raw Isogen by completing this Armada. I should have brought another ship to get more ISO. But there you go. Do you know by chance when Scopely will be throwing in some cosmic cleanups? Yes. Every Saturday this month you get cosmic cleanup. So we have a cosmic cleanup that is starting in roughly 17-ish hours, 16-ish hours. Aaron, yes, OPC hunting is also very, very good. Anthony, you can do an Armada if you're not in an Alliance. You have to be level. You have to build the ACC, and then you can launch them yourself if you want to, by yourself. But you would just make a solo Alliance and then just go hop in and run some Armadas. Any other ways for smaller level players for ISO 3 Armadas? Well, I mean, the Armadas. Yeah, just go run them. Like that, the one you saw was only at 12 million. I mean, this is a pretty small Armada that anybody in the late 20s, early 30s can easily go complete. That's the wrong screenshot. This one. I mean, this is not a big Armada in any sense. So, I mean, anybody with a 5-6 man Armada can get this pretty easily. And I agree with Aaron. Go OPC hunting. I take my Vidar out. I took my Vidar out last night. Here, I hit this. Here's a level 47. I hit McSurgeon. Took 150,000 2-star from him last night. Go OPC hunting. Go OPC hunting. Warp range for territory is very shallow. I can get to territory with like my Tala. You do not need high warp range to get there. Let's actually look real quick. We'll actually go down to my Rialta so we can point out some of the levels. Oh, well, I can get there with my Rialta, so there you go. 20. Thank you, Kevin, Aaron.
To completing your training.
Thank you.
In time,
I'm already there, so that makes sense. But yeah, 20 is even a Tala can get there. I remember that. A 2-star ship can get into territories. So if you put a, like Scotty on like a tier 6 Tala or tier 5 Tala, I think you can go out into territory. So anybody can just about get in there if you've been playing for more than 2 weeks. Ben says, I understand that the warp cores being in the event store is a step in the right direction. Why do I have to spend my event store credits to get them? You only have to spend your event store if you're getting a second one. So it's only for if you bought one, Ben. Now, if your argument is that if you buy the ship, you should get the parts with the second ship, I can see that argument, and I'm fine with that. But considering that the complaint, like Ripper really pushed this Wednesday, and then I really pushed it Thursday. Considering this is the response we got in that turnaround, I'm happy with this. Now, if we still have this problem 6 months from now, cool, with you. But for this being the first time they're doing this, I'm happy with it. So, remember, Ripper really got mad about it. I mean, I wouldn't say Ripper was like super irate cussing, but Ripper was, audibly frustrated talking about this during the podcast. I was with him. DJ was kind of on the fence, but he too agreed. And then I talked to them about it Thursday night. So this was their response to that, and I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Aaron says he got enthusiastic. That is one way to put it. When Ripper wants something, and if y'all don't know who Ripper is, he's another content creator. He worked with L-Cars. When Ripper wants something or he believes something, he's very passionate about it. Normally, he's very stoic. He's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Meh. But when he wants something, he goes after it. So Yes, Andrew, there are plans for updates for territory capture. There are. One of the plans was actually the Meridian. The Meridian has helped with that. But... And I agree, Ben. We have to improve the way that they're releasing ships in the future. I 100% agree with that. But for now, I'm taking the win, and we'll work on that next. Badbot says, how many content creators are there? There are, I'd say about a dozen right now between official and unofficial. Now, there's various ones. So we've got content creators like Karnak, who runs a website. We've got multiple YouTube people. Hello. Twitch. I think I'm the only Twitch one. Kenny, who might still be in the chat, he does some Twitch streaming. We've also got the podcast, which is Ultimate DJ. He does a podcast for Star Trek Fleet Command. And then we've also got new bots in development. We've got a wiki page I'm trying to help put up. So we actually do have quite a few content creators. Now, not all of them are as beautiful as me, but we do have several who are trying to hit multiple platforms. And then I'm doing stuff on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. We have people who are doing podcasts. We have websites. So we're trying to really make it well-rounded as possible. And Ben, hey, that's the exact point that Ripper brought up, that make the cores available similar to how Sarco works. I agree with that 100%. We just got to get them working on that same wavelength. Same wavelength. I'm with you, Ben. Don't worry. I'm with you. I just want to make sure that, and I said this at the beginning of the stream, this weekend is nothing but a praise Scopely weekend because they screwed up events earlier and redeemed it and then went above and beyond to redeem the events that were a problem. Then they gave a bonus refinery. Then they're helping out the Meridian stuff. This weekend is a praise Scopely weekend. Monday, we can go back to taking dumps on them. They're awful. They're the worst. They literally beat puppies with kittens. Right now, we're in praise Scopely mode. And we'll continue to be on that throughout the bonus refinery. After that, we're back to land bashing them. Don't worry. We'll go right back to the land bashing. We enjoy the good old land bashing. All right. What are the normal event level brackets? I'm Ops 32, and sometimes I'm brackets with 35. So if you are talking about like the daily events, those brackets can range from 10 levels to everybody. So it really depends on which event. Those have not been updated in quite some time and need to be updated very, very badly. Very badly. Brad, if you have 5 million of each of the materials right now, I would not even bother mining. Just enjoy your bonus refinery. Enjoy. For those of us who are not as stewardess when it comes to mining, we have to get ready for the bonus refinery. Fajan, I do not have tips for helping you get more Ferengi traders. You just have to, they spawn at a pretty regular rate. The tricky thing with them is, yes, that they go through the systems like regular scouts do. They follow a similar type of path. Problem is it takes tokens to get into those systems. Now, we'll tell you a trick. If you've got Jayla, and Aaron can tell you this, you can get 2 Ferengi tokens for hitting a trader if you're running the Jayla crew. Aaron probably didn't want me telling everybody that, but you can do that, and hopefully the janitors aren't listening so they don't fix it. But you can actually get 2. So there's you a tip. And appreciate you, Fajan, for supporting the channel. I know, Aaron, but at this point, typically the devs only listen to like the first 30 minutes of the stream and then they hop out. So we should be good right now. We should be good. But if you've got regular Jayla, you can use her to increase the number of tokens you're getting. Oh, James, for sure the North Star. I don't use the Discovery for any type of attacking at all. Anthony, to get the ATCs that you need without paying for it, you have to be in an alliance and run armadas with them. And then those will give you the credits you need to get the cores. So at some point, you're going to have to be in an alliance to get the cores you need if you want to run armada solo. So, are we going to have a way to get more regular Jayla shards? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Yeah, it's But Anthony, armadas were always designed to be a team thing. They're not supposed to be a solo mechanic. Armadas are built around team play, so it requires team play to really work through them. Let's see. Board Jayla is always on board. Bonus for everything. There you go, Victor. There you go. You can't run armadas unless you're in an armada. Oh, yeah. So you meant to say unless you're in an alliance. Correct. So you would build a solo alliance and launch your own armadas. And some people do that. but it's built as a team mechanic. So it's just one of those things in the game that you've got to at least start in that process if you want to be able to do it, or pay money to avoid people, which is fine. I'm not judging at all. Whatever you want to do, my friend. Jason says I'm level 35. I'm resources nearly done. What level should I stop before things get really heavy? I mean, if you're at 35 and you're about maxed out, I'd jump all the way to 39 and camp there for a while. Lots of good stuff at 39. Bad Bot Bonus Refinery is this weekend. Woohoo! And yes, by the way, we're not talking about 5 of 10 Jayla when it comes to that captain for the loot bonus on getting the Ferengi. We're talking about regular Jayla. Regular Jayla. Regular Jayla. Whew. Okay, we are about an hour and 40 into the stream. I'm going to wrap it up in a little bit. But any other questions that you got, shoot them in. Shoot them in. Jason says, oh, I just answered you, Jason. So you're good. And hey, Laromi, good afternoon to you. Bad Boss says I want to start mining. Yes, you do. As I said earlier in the stream, I recommend to servers to allow no hitting on. I would say that if you're at war, call off all hits right now because of that. Because we have a bonus refinery coming. I would make that recommendation. And no, a deal, I've not heard back from a dev. Like I said, when they get in meetings, it could be hours or even the next day before I hear back from them. So I will update you if I have anything, but I don't have anything based on the questions that you had earlier. Like one, I don't have that answer yet. I just know the bonus refinery is coming. Shout out to Chris Gear. Welcome to being a cadet, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Greatly appreciate it. If y'all want to support the house fund, and I'm only mentioning this because Greer did. I don't like to be that person who begs for money. If y'all want to hit up that PayPal link to donate to the house fund for the kids, greatly appreciated. Chris Greer, thank you so much for supporting the channel. You're amazing, sir. You've been a long-time supporter, and it's greatly appreciated. Hope I'm helping you out with your game still to this day. Andrew says, how often is the Enterprise coming to the event store? It is going, you need to be Ops 33, I think. Maybe Ops 32. But for sure, Ops 33 will. And you'll see it in the big event store. And what I mean by big event store, the one that rotates at the end of every arc. So that's when. Bad Bot, the next stream is actually tonight on Twitch in roughly 3 hours. So 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'll be live on Twitch, where it's a little bit more fun, laid back. We play other games and Star Trek Fleet Command at the same time. And then also, you know, we're going to be unboxing. Open up a few Pokemon packs. Now, we're not doing all of these because they did cost money, but we'll open up these and see if we get anything fun. I'm a huge nerd, so got to recall my miner. Thank you. Don't want to get popped. 90,000. Heading back to the house. Woohoo! Thank you for the reminder. Thank you. Master. Shout out to whoever just followed on Twitch because I don't have it pulled up, so I cannot see right now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Steve says, is there an officer that affects ship blueprint drop rates? No, there's not, Steve. That would be freaking great. Dr. Spot, thank you for that ISK 150. If I remember right, that means you're from Iceland. Shout out to Iceland. I am a really big fan of Bjorn Jornsson. The Mountain. Love strongman competitions. Wish he would get back into strongman. Now he's trying to box Eddie Hall, which is really weird to me. But I'm going to watch it. But it's still really weird. How can you tell how many points you get for each research when completing dailies? Jesse, great question. There was a form in LCARS that we had that saved that information. We're currently working on new sources like a bot and a wiki page to display it. We do have that information available in the Kelvin Memorial Archive, I believe, or maybe Steve and Aaron's can help you out by posting it in our Discord. So, also shout out to Chris real quick. Chris not only signed up for the cadet, he also just donated to the house fund. Thank you so much, Chris. Greatly appreciated. Got you saved in there. And now it's updated. Thank you so much. Any way to get the Vidar without the events? Currently, in-app purchase is the only way. An IAP, as they like to call it, because they like to make it sound fancy and free. It's not free, though, but it is fancy. Yeah. Woohoo. Okay. Have they ever said why they haven't had a bonus refinery since January? Death Star, no, they did not give me a reason. And to be completely honest with you, I don't care the reason. I'm just happy that we get it now. I talked to the devs. Devs talked to them, what was it, Wednesday night or Thursday night, whatever, the 7th. We asked them then. They had a meeting about it yesterday. They agreed. So they listened to you. Y'all asked me on the Twitch live stream to talk to them. We did, and it came through. So just be happy about it. Don't ask questions. Accept the gift. Be gracious. They're gracious host. Accept it. I'm going to try to see if I can get on a gas node real quick because I do not have any gas saved up. Is there a gas node? Give me a gas node, please. I bet the bonus refinery news is already passed on to people. Shout out once again to D-Spot for the ISK. Appreciate that 300 ISK, man. You're going to make me a fan of Iceland for the next Icelandic games. I don't even know if that's a thing, but I'm a fan now. Thank you for supporting the channel. Bonus refinery is your favorite event. Nice. So if you want to get in the captain's quarters in my Discord, all you got to do, if you donate to the channel, send me verification of your donation in Discord, and I will add you the role. Or you can send it to any moderator like Steven Aarons, because Steven Aarons, I'm pretty sure, holds the record for moderating the most Star Trek Fleet Command Discords in the world. He moderates literally like 18 of them. He's in mine, DJ's, he's a Epic Commander in the official Discord. He's everywhere. Yeah, Scopely's doing great this weekend. They are doing great. We got to hope they keep this up, though. Will Origin Space be expanding? I don't know. I do know there's updates coming to territories. I don't know what those specific updates are. But I do know that there are updates coming, so we'll just have to keep looking forward to that. See what that ends up looking like. Yeah, he's the moderator master and the king lurker. By the way, Ice, here you go. I don't know why you didn't have the moderator hat. You're a moderator in my Discord. You might as well be a moderator here. So, what is the best ship for a PvP player? D4 the Enterprise? Believe it or not, I would lean D4 if your officers are upgraded. If you've got good officer sets, the D4 is a fantastic PvP ship, and it has speed. And that speed is really critical. The Enterprise is the best overall ship, and it is fantastic in PvP. But if I am just going for PvP alone, and I have the ability to load out my crews as I want to, then I'm going with the D4. Colin says, why weren't you given appropriate credits by Scopely as a CC? So the people that are in the news channel are official content creators that have an NDA. I do not have an NDA right now. I've had one in the past. Could have one again in the future. I do not have an NDA, so I'm not an official content creator. Obviously, right now, I'm their biggest CC. I'm not trying to say that boastfully. That's all because of y'all. I'm only big because y'all watch me, because y'all apparently have 3 brain cells, and I have 2 brain cells. So together, we're amazing, and I appreciate that. But that's the reason why. Chris says, Faction Hunt ticketed events just got me to give Scopely $50. Wow, Chris. Wow. Holy crap, man. They're going to be happy to hear that. Very happy. Do you have a service where players allow Rev to review their Star Trek Fleet Command account? Yeah, it's called Message Me. That's the service. I don't charge for helping people. Do I want donations? Of course. What content creator doesn't? We live off donations. My bills don't get paid unless you donate. But I don't charge for it. So if you hit me up on Facebook or Discord, I will help you with your ship, with your officers, and give you advice. Of course, I welcome any donation, but I don't charge for it because I'm here for the players. My whole thing is to be here for the community. Not everybody wants to donate. That's cool. But if you want to donate, please do. It's greatly appreciated. What other questions do we have? We're only going to stay live for a few more minutes. But any questions that you have, I will try to answer them to the best of my abilities. I'll be gracious when the next Harrison event comes around. There you go, Claw. I mean, thanks to people like y'all, I've got Harrison. Y'all, one of the whales who watches says, hey, I want you to buy it. Here's $100. And we did. So. All right, so Impervious, this is a 2 times mining officer chance going on for me in Ultra Chest. I have a bunch, and it's actually going on for all of us right now. So if you go into officers, you can see it for me too. I have a bunch of Ultra recruits saved up. Do you think it's worth it? That's up to you. I have all the mining officers. I have them already. And I'm saving up to level up other officers. Like, I have 10 of 10 who could be leveled up right now if I wanted to. So I am not doing it. However, if you don't have some of those officers, that's a good thing to go after. I mean, we hate mining, but it is an important part of the game. So I'm not blowing all of my ultras on it. Now, on Twitch, I did blow about 20,000 and I did not get a full pull. Actually, I think I blew 30,000 and I did not get a full pull. But there is some good stuff in there that is worth going after. Andrew, fastest way to grind faction rep depends on what faction you're grinding, but traders pay out the most rep. Bonus Refinery is, we don't know the length of it. We just know it's this weekend. First G4 ship to get one, that depends on you. If you want just overall best, it's going to be the Enterprise. If you run a lot of armadas with your alliance, Augur is probably my favorite for armadas. If your PvP is the focus, then I would probably go for the D4. It's all up to you. All of them will also do PvE really well. So it just kind of varies and depends on what you're trying to achieve in your goals with your ship. Depends on what you're trying to achieve in your goals. Wow, Badbot just says they got a 5 of 10 full pull. Congratulations. That's freaking awesome. That's a great full pull. Yes, Matt, I like sandwiches. I surely do. Yeah, everybody's saying that full pulls are going crazy. I spent 30,000 ultras on Twitch the other day and got no full pull at all. So screw everybody that's getting a full pull right now. I hate you all. Neo, we haven't done one in a while. We can. But honestly, she's just been very busy with the kids. You know, basically, the baby was like a few weeks old. Now they're both running around destroying the house. And they're not in school. So she has a full-time job at what she's doing as well. I mean, we can do one again if you want one. I think we need another chance at 2 of 10. Agreed. I agree. That is a big fact from me. Got a shout out real quick to Tom Train, who just donated to the house fund. Thank you for that $5, my friend. Every little bit helps. You are amazing. Thank you for that. Greatly appreciate it. Best G4 ship is still unanswered. Actually, I answered it earlier. I didn't, unless you mean making a video about it. And by the way, shout out Server 49. And Timothy, make sure that you, or Tom rather, make sure you hit me up on Discord so I can get you access to the captain's quarters for your donation. Shout out to your server. All right, G4, it depends. I would probably say Valdor, best all around. And it's the easiest one to grind for because you get the ISS Jelly Brawl and Parabellum, which give you the parts that you need to start upgrading that ship. So that's what I would go for. Here, let me add this to the list real quick. I don't want to miss it. Thank you, Tom Train, for that. I'll add it to the house fund right here. How much is it to repair a Vidar stored by Meridian Miner? Not much. A Vidar is a pretty cheap repair as a 3-star ship. So, dang it, somebody hopped on that node. I mean, I knew it would happen. It's a long flight. Now I got to find another gas node before we wrap up. Dang it! I don't want to go for a small one. Let me see if there's anything in Groombridge. Anything in Groombridge? See, this is what happens when you announce bonus refineries. Everybody starts to go hopping on the nodes. You know, y'all should reserve a node for Rev. I gave you the bonus refinery. It was my power. Give me a node. Oh, hey, here's one. Ooh, now we just got to get here. Hey, I'm going to mine for a bonus refinery. You bet your bottom dollar I am. Yes, James, they are doing Jelly Brawl. Jelly Brawl is, I think, the 26th of this month. It's in your news channel. There's also going to be 2 Parabellum events. So this month, you're getting 3 events that will give you stuff that you need for Valdor or the ISS Jelly. Here is your list. Under the Battle Bridge. Right here. Not ticketed events. Right here. 22nd, I'm sorry. I said the 26th. It's the 22nd. And then you get Parabellum 16th and the 23rd. 16th and the 23rd. I still don't have summoning yet. I'm about halfway to summoning, Clayton. Halfway. Dr. Spot says bonus refinery is the only one they want to push progress. Incorrect. This bonus refinery is coming because we literally asked Wednesday night. We came to them and asked for them, and they had a meeting about it. So this time, this specific time, is because of the fans, the players. This is not just some random they're wanting you to progress. This was literally asked for y'all by y'all. So I know, look, I'm not trying to be a Scopely shill here. I'm just pointing out that there are times where they listen and do things because we've asked. We came to them. I presented this, and I'm not going to show you screenshots of the dev, but I can show you where we talked. I'll show you the time. And they did it because y'all asked for it, because we haven't had one in a while. I just want to be very clear on that. There's not some secret, ploy in the background. This is all for them being love. Yeah, I can go get the DJ hat though. Actually, I'm technically wearing the DJ hat. I forgot the thing. DJ's cool though. The shill thing is all a joke. DJ does a great service for the community. Let's make that very clear. The shill thing's a joke that we like to do on DJ. All right, if you were on server 59, I would give you one of my notes. Thank you, William. I greatly appreciate that. Is the ISS Jelly ever available through the store, event store, or just events? It's actually available in several ways. You have an event. You've got refinery options in territory space. And you've got a store option where you can purchase it. So there's several different ways. Oh, and event stores. There's actually several ways to get the ISS Jelly now. Now, my alliance does not have the territory at the moment because we are at war and we've been hopping around on territories. But there's several ways to get the ISS Jelly. And then, of course, Armada chest. How can I forget? It's the most common full pull in the game. Death Star says, would you recommend passing up the G4 uncommon ships? I would if you were a spender who's going to progress semi-quickly. Yes. Don't do it for the sake of doing it, though. Like, if you're going to be if you're going to be level 42 for several months, go ahead and get you a ship because it's really boring to play without a new ship. I think it adds to your fun factor to have another one. Mark says, what node do you need? So, Mark, I'm going for a gas node right now in Groombridge, I think. Appreciate it, by the way. I don't know if it's still open, but I need a gas node because that's the only one that I need to really get more of for the bonus refinery coming. And Mark, I'm not sure if you have heard it. I'm sure we've had server 20 people here, but bonus refinery this weekend. I announced it on my Discord. Hopefully y'all have seen it. I'm actually going to announce it in the GC. Not sure if y'all have seen it in my Discord yet, but talk to the devs and they've agreed to run a bonus refinery this weekend. There you go. Now they know. We'll update with more in my Discord. Cheers, everyone. There we go. There we go. And we just got a message. Oh, thank you, Zagan. Appreciate it. If this one is claimed in Core Caroli, I will hit you up. And so far it's empty, so I think we're going to be able to get it. I think we're going to be fine. And then I can start mining some gas. And I've got almost 100,000 protected cargo, so we're good. And hey, Apollo, good to see you as well. If I knew how to say hello in Portuguese, I'd say it, but salut, which is French. I don't know if it's close to Portuguese, but... Whew, okay, hola. Okay, so there you go. So salut, hola, hello, several different languages there. There you go. Last question. Anybody got one or two more before we wrap up? Oh, Ryan, the bonus refinery is for G2, G3, and G4. So all of them are getting a bonus refinery. All of them are getting a bonus refinery. Shout out to the devs for making it happen. Shout out. Any results to share, Nat? Not yet, Andy. Just so much has been coming up. I promise you the refinery project is not abandoned. We just had so much going on with LCARs going down, having to set up new stuff. I've got stuff coming on personal, like trying to set my own website up. So a lot going on. It's not forgotten, and it will happen. Is your gas captain faster than T'Pring? So I simply just forgot to throw T'Pring on there, to be honest with you. We were just in the middle of the stream. I forgot to do it, so T'Pring is riding on the side. Because the answer is no. DuPont is not faster than T'Pring's bonus. Because that's a 65%. And T'Pring would be... Where's my T'Pring? T'Pring, where you be? Where's T'Pring? There she is. My T'Pring is... Oh, actually, with Synergy, though... With Synergy, that would be like 80%, I think. Or 90. It's 80 or 90%. So no, I just forgot to switch it. Yeah, it's just me being stupid and not paying attention. Satchel says it's 100. Thank you. I honestly don't remember what it was. So, if it's 30-30, then that would in fact be 100. And that sounds right. So, yeah. Hey, at least I remember to swap the right ship. That's the first thing I did was swap over to the Antares. So at least I remember the right ship. I just didn't remember the right officer. Oh, man. You know what? RevDeuce ain't perfect. It happens. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. We've streamed for 2 hours. I didn't even think the stream would go this long. We are going to be streaming again tonight on Twitch if y'all want to come hang out again. Please join the Discord if you haven't already. I'm going to wrap this one up. If you want to support the channel so I can do more videos, hang out with y'all more, donate to the PayPal. Once again, it is not required. You do not have to donate to be a part of this. Just doing it because I love y'all. But any appreciation that you can give is appreciated. Live long and prosper. Stay safe for their Space Cowboys. I will catch y'all tonight on Twitch and tomorrow with more videos. Deuces! That's me.